24 hours a day. There are City of Detroit employees working diligently, behind the scenes with a goal to help improve the quality of life for Detroiters. We'll witness the ups and downs of servicing the city as we follow the people involved and see firsthand the roles they perform throughout a day on the job. Today we go on the job with Skip Bryant, a videographer with 17 years of experience working in the City of Detroit's media department, producing videos for the city's cable channels and the website detroitmi.gov.
The Detroit Media Department is the media arm for the City of Detroit. We cover 4 TV channels, Channel 10, 21, 22, and 68. We cover everything in the city. We get out into the neighborhoods, we get downtown, we get into the community, we make sure that everybody's voice is heard and everybody's point of view is seen. We take the approach that everybody's story is important. We want everybody to feel that their voice is being heard, so no matter whether it's a positive story or a more difficult story to tell from the government side, but if it's something that the people need to know, we believe that it's our duty to inform the people. Skip's role specifically is kind of hard to nail down. He's kind of a jack of all trades. A lot of the team members here have to be versed at many different skill sets. Skip is a videographer, he's a producer, he's an editor, production coordinator. He handles our biggest show, The State of the City, which is when all the eyes are on us. And if anything goes wrong, that's when it definitely shows. So Skip is a valued member of the team. He handles things dealing from the mayor, also the council president, Jones also.
Growing up in the city of Detroit, on the east side of Detroit, I've been in Detroit all my life. I want to help clean the city up. We basically, no matter what, we stick into schedule. So if they're not there, they're just not there. They get the announcement roles to introduce them, and that's it. So there's no need to be worried or stressed. If they're not there, they're just not there. That's on them.
I started working for the city in 2001 after I had been touring the country, designing stages for plays and concerts. When I decided that I wasn't going to stay in LA or New York or Chicago permanently, I knew I needed a steady job here in Detroit, so I applied for the city. I originally was going to be hired as an architect. I majored in industrial design at Center for Creative Studies. I took the test and passed and was set to be hired, but I was recommended for my experience in video and audio recording and ended up being hired in as a producer for the TV station with the City of Detroit's Channel 10. We're on the go a lot, back and forth from the office to the field to cover events. You know, we're out there whether it's sunny, rain or snow, hot days, cold days. Things haven't been easy working for the city. The same with a lot of Detroiters. We had to stick through the tough times. Anywhere I go, people notice that I'm from Detroit. They say, "You must be from Detroit." And I think that's because of the determination and grind that we have, that we were taught to not quit, to keep going, no matter what. I stuck it out and I don't regret it. It gets hectic and stressful at times with pressure, deadlines and stuff, but we push through it and like the saying goes, the show must go on. I love being part of the progress the city is making. I love using my talent, to help the city shine, basically, to help things that are being done in the city be seen and be shown. This is where my heart is, and now things are a lot better.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's great. So we'll let the stage manager know. Again, you have stage managers. It's 2. So one stays backstage, Joe. She's there to manage whatever they're doing back there.
Working in TV has a lot of perks, having access to big events, things like that. But it's hard work. It's stressful. I think people see the perks a lot that we have, but a lot comes with it. A lot of responsibility.
All of those issues.
With the event as big as we're working on now, the State of the City address, it's live in prime time on channels here in Detroit. And, if something goes wrong, it's me they're going to look at. I think a lot of work that's done behind the scenes by a team of people that nobody really thinks about. The focus is always on the star of the show, you know. But if something goes wrong, then they're looking at the team behind the scenes.
Again, we're going to pull them out for the choir.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because how close to the edge do you want them to be?
Well, it's 20 of them, so we're going to be, they're coming at 4:30, and we got to get them positioned and see how we're going to do it.
Every detail has to be thought of and planned for. The things you miss could be what creates a disaster.
This will be the furthest one, so they're basically going to be between basically here and these plants.
So we basically need to shift the 3 of them.
Yeah. Like maybe this first one maybe is like right here. In fact,
It takes a whole team of people to make a event successful.
you just brought 2? No, I need one more for the 360 camera that's gonna be in the audience.
I have a lot of experience and I've worked really hard to be here, but it's a lot of people that have invested in me. My family and friends, teachers, co-workers, bosses. I'm a product of Detroit and all the people that have supported me.
4 o'clock, is that good to have like a half-hour run through?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're ready to go for a run through now.
Okay. Well, I mean run through meaning production meeting. Okay. Like our team is getting in at 3.
That's fine.
So I figured.
I have a lot of experience myself, so I know what needs to be done. But I still say a prayer and hope nothing goes wrong. I mean, what if the power went out? What if a light came loose and fell? Something that I didn't put up myself, but somebody didn't attach it right and it falls down in the middle of the program, or a camera goes out. Those things happen. And I just pray that with events like this, everything works like it should.
Hey, good. You get your spot, you in the live truck?
Well, yeah, where should I be?
I don't know.
Things get real hectic, but I try to keep it simple, stay relaxed, trust my team to do what they're here to do.
I'll show you.
I guide people where it's needed, but I also lean on their input a lot too.
Yeah. So what kind of feed do you need? 1080 or 720?
1080i, please.
Okay. So we'll do like we do every year. We'll have a
2 heads are definitely better than one, and these are pros I'm working with, so I trust, their advice as well.
All right, guys, I'm gonna pass out the run the show. Hey, listen up.
I love being in the theater, on stages. It really feels like home to me. I love seeing my designs become reality, seeing what I thought of and put on paper being the setting people see when they watch the broadcast.
Yeah, Chris, when the mayor gets basically to the podium. So whatever point the video is in, when the mayor gets to the podium, it goes out, his mic comes up hot, and then, that's when we get into the mayor's program. We're hot at 6:20, so really, and again, the mayor walks out at 6:53, everything is going live.
A lot of times, I think people underestimate us. They see us working for the city, and because it's not Hollywood, I think they underestimate us. But guess what? We have worked in Hollywood. We've all done productions nationwide. We have Emmy Awards. We worked NBA Finals, Super Bowls, big concerts. But I still feel we always have to prove ourselves. When they see us working for the city, maybe that we're less than someone working in LA or in Hollywood. But we've worked there too and could have stayed, but chose to stay in Detroit. I've done set designs for the last 20 years, nationwide. I actually did Tyler Perry's first national show, Women Thou Art Loose, in the Northwest Activity Center. But how many people know that? It's a lot of talent in Detroit. It's just not always recognized. Then on the other hand, a lot of trust and belief is put in our hands. We're broadcasting the mayor's speech live across all local networks in prime time. So When the city and mayor believed in me enough to handle the production, that inspires me.
David?
You know, it motivates me to really focus and make sure that everything comes out good on stage and on TV. It's not easy, but it's fulfilling. When I see people react and say they watched it, say it looked good, that makes me proud.
The camera assignments for camera 1 is Anthony. Your camera 1, nod the camera if you hear me. Okay. Camera 2 is lockdown, balcony. Camera 3 is Chris. Can you nod? Jib. Camera 4, can you nod? 4 is not getting me.
In every event, there are some snags, some glitches, you know, that's normal. It's always something we have to work through or fix behind the scenes that people don't get to see. It's a lot of responsibility. People are watching. Not what we do behind the scenes, but they're watching and judging our work they see us putting out.
VOG4B.
At this time, we would like to acknowledge our City Council and City Clerk. Council President Brenda Jones. Council President Pro Tem Mary Sheffield. Council Member Janae Ayers. Council Member James Tate. Council Member Roy McAllister. Council Member Scott Benson. Council Member Andre Spivey. Council Member Raquel Castaneda Lopez. Council Member Gabe Leland. And Detroit City Clerk Janice Winfrey.
I was taught well. My father taught AV for Detroit Public Schools, so I grew up on stages with him. I went to Golightly Vocational Center, and there I was taught mass media. I had some really good teachers. We had a teacher that was a news reporter, an author, another owned a recording studio, and one of my teachers that I worked closely under, Ken Sands, was a Motown engineer and actually recorded Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, pretty much invented the overdub, and he would take me out on recordings of concerts, and he did the Piston games, and he would take me with him, and this was in high school. When we're doing our jobs well, that means nobody notices what we do behind the scenes. Nobody notices all that we fight through backstage.
You hear me, Skip? Maybe like after he introduced everybody, when he gets into presentation, kill the lights all together. Because we're not going to be taking no more audience shots really anyway.
No, we are.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
They don't even think about it's a team of people working the equipment and working with each other behind the scenes.
But just be quick on the draw, ready to bring it back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, our mayor, Mike Duggan.
Just one?
Just one.
I like showing what's good about Detroit. The work being done, progress being made, opportunities that are available, jobs, training. That's what I'm here producing every day.
Here's what we have done, and we're centering all of the activity, for those of you who stayed, into something we call Detroit at Work. All of the job training programs.
Stand by. Four.
God bless you and good evening.
Stand by music. You can bring music back up. Stand by black. And fade to black.
I like showing what's good in Detroit. That's what I like most about this job.
Success.
Absolutely. We're going to fight to scratch. We're doing production, but when the game over, it's all out the window.
Great.
There we go.
Can be happy.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
We can sleep tonight.